Oh, baby.
Okay, hello guys, CharmX's gaming here. KTMX, Kinjaku9, KCharmX's. God damn it, my intro is so long.
Yeah, it is.
I should just call myself CharmX.
Just Charmy.
It's
Charmy.
It's CharmX's gaming in my YouTube.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
call myself
Charmy.
CharmX,
It's
aka
Charmy.
Kinjaku9.
It's Charmy, boys.
Anyways, welcome back to FNaF.
Yeah, hello.
We're just going in tonight too, just
We're just
instantly.
like, yeah, hi. You didn't even introduce me this time, bro.
You guys know that I'm playing with Dagmara.
Hello.
They probably know you from the voice.
I know, but like still. It's the fun. That's the evil.
See, I feel more comfortable playing this game.
Yeah, it's way more comfortable. The fan in this is the actual murderer and killer.
Yeah, like electricity, goddammit. Fuck, Chica's gone on the city.
Oh, well, hi Chica, how are ya? Oh, Chica stays by the door for ages. Okay, Freddy? Why doesn't... Or did you say Foxy?
Freddy.
Freddy's on the stage right now. Why wouldn't he go on the stage? He's like one of the most
No,
important...
he wouldn't go off the stage.
Oh. Oh. I sound like we're gonna die.
So he does mention Pirate's Cove, okay. I thought Foxy wouldn't be active in night 2. No. No. No, Freddy, no.
Did Freddy move?
God. I hate when Freddy moves though. Like, when Freddy moves, that's the most awful thing ever.
Freddy's like, yo!
Like, you have to change the camera and just remember where it is.
He's like, miss me?
Okay. 1 AM and 80%.
Ah, yeah, we're grand.
We
Last time we had like
should be.
20%.
No, we had 70
like
or something.
40. No, I was calculating we had like 60 something because I was calculating last time. Look at the cobwebs. Imagine the spiders living there like.
Pure fucking luxury.
Pure tarantulas like.
Like, they have a fucking spa day in here.
Exactly.
Fucking wind blowing at the fucking big ass fucking black faces.
The big hairy arses.
God damn it.
Look at that drink, they're fat. 2 rappers in a drink like. Get your act.
That's
3 rappers, bro, get your act together.
That's not even all of it. I had a fucking Big Mac last night.
There's probably a shit ton under your fucking chair.
Imagine if he's just standing though, just pressing all the buttons.
Imagine he's actually standing, rather like he's sitting.
Tuesday, Thursday, lads. We have a new Tuesday. The night guard is actually standing, not sitting. Like this is like the most important shit.
Like this is so important. You need to know if he's standing or not.
Bonnie.
That's
Bonnie,
almost Chica.
Hop the fuck on and move.
That's almost Chica. Bonnie, feck off. Don't be like Chica. We don't want Chica 2.0. Oh.
Shit.
Oh, hello. Foxy is annoying, isn't he?
Yeah, but Freddy is horrible. Like, if he's looking at the camera, he's ready to move.
He's like, bro, you turned this off for like an extra go. I'm gonna move, so like you better watch it. Freddy's the best. Who doesn't like Freddy?
No, I hate Freddy.
Nah,
Freddy's like my
Ennard
least.
is the best.
Ennard.
He's the best.
My favourite one is actually Springtrap.
Mine's Ennard. He's fun. He's just a bunch of voyeurs.
For fuck's sake. At least Chica hasn't been active that much.
Chica's like, bruh, I'm not bothered with you anymore.
She's staying in the kitchen.
She's like, bruh, I just want my cupcakes. And my pizza.
Imagine if animatronics were the ones preparing food. That would be fucked.
Just blood in it.
Fuck, we're already at 40-something %.
It's 3 AM, it's fine, you only have like 3 more hours. Well, 2 more hours, well, 3 more hours, but like... Hey, you'll be fine.
We're halfway there, guys.
Yeah, I should have 50%.
What do you think is actually draining the more power? The actual light above me or the fan?
Fan. It's obviously the fan. He's the murderer. He wants to kill you by using up too much energy.
Makes sense.
That's why you need to turn the fan off, but you just can't because you can't find the plug because they hid it.
Fucking dipshits.
Unless
so what
it's a
happens?
battery one.
What happens during daytime if there's like a limited amount of power? Like, today we're not gonna have a body party lights because
no power, like, you know.
we don't have power, so you're just gonna have to play in the darkness. Also, the animatronics might kill you because it's dark.
Animatronics think you're endoskeletons now. That's the thing that's inside the animatronics, and they want to stuff you into a suit. Does that sound good? Right, amazing.
Yay,
Go pay.
suits.
That's how the 5 kids went missing.
Fuck's sake. They didn't actually read the contract fully, like for the birthday party. They were like, "Oh, you have to, you know, sign up for this." Like,
there's another fucking thing of drink there, bro. Stop drinking so much. What's rest Chica hasn't come yet?
I know, she's cooking in the kitchen for me.
Chica just loves some food.
Damn.
Look at that drink. Like, bro, stop drinking so much.
Any guy would laugh at this joke. Women probably won't.
What?
Nothing.
What joke?
Why is that music coming up? Freddy is still in the fucking... That means that something is like Freddy is usually in the kitchen at that when that music comes up. Why is... Oh, that's how I understand it. That's how I always understood it in Custom Night.
That's Custom Night. This is not Custom Night.
No, I mean Custom Night for this game.
I know. You have 1 more hour. You have 20%. You'll be fine, unless you get jump scared for like Freddy or Foxy, which
That's
is kind of small at this stage since like.
Yeah, if both of them move, if I notice that Freddy left, I'll just close the left door. I mean the right door.
Oh, he comes in by the right door.
The left one if it's a power outage.
Oh, alright. That's good to know, actually.
Yeah, so when the power is out, it'll be from this side. If it's from
Just normal Freddy moving.
normal Freddy moving, it'll be this door.
So basically, it's Bonnie and Foxy on the left hand side, and Freddy when the power outage, and then Chica and Freddy normally on the right.
Yes.
Ah, perfect. Good to know, actually.
I don't know how to deal with Golden Freddy, by the way.
Oh, Golden Freddy just appears, and you just have to deal with him there.
Yeah, but that will crash your game.
I know.
So that would mean if I would have gotten him at this point, I would have been gone.
See, that's a
pissed.
grandfather clock. That's why people think of the dream theory here.
I don't know.
Since the grandfather clock outside his bedroom, and then Mashpat said that the one kid through all of that, the crying child, could be Michael for the whole thing, but I'm like, bro, no, that's Chris. What's up, phone guy? Is Chica already gone? Oh, hi. Oh, Chica's gone.
Oh, hey, you're doing great.
Yeah, I
Most
know,
people don't
right?
last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant.
Oh, yeah, no,
Anyway,
definitely not
I
dead.
better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit,
Yeah.
try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead.
Perfect.
Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you.
Imagine just getting dragged into one of the rooms and just getting an endoskeleton down your throat.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See
Why
you on the
won't you
flip side.
just put on a face mask?
He doesn't have one. He does, yeah, but he doesn't go there, he goes straight to his office. And you saw as smart as in the next one.
Fair enough.
The next one he got really smart there now with the mask.
My theory is all the FNaF games are just FNaF games. There's no fucking story. It's just for fucking fun.
No.
I know.
Oh, do you think Scott intended on this storyline from the beginning, or do you think
No.
it just built up?
I believe it was built up by time. Like, I'd say if the Chippos game was more successful, I'd believe that
Get back in the kitchen!
Scott would have made a story out of Chippos. Also, El Chip, which is basically a reference to Chippo. El Chip is basically Chippo, which was actually a cool thing that I noticed. We're already at 75% in 1 AM.
See, I feel like he had a storyline for the first game, just for the first game, and then people started digging too deep into it.
And
So he
Scott,
just had to make a
Scott had to
second one.
Scott had to make a second game to make people happy
And
and
then
to keep
just kept
going,
going.
keep growing with the money, because he made video games because he quit his job.
Yeah.
He wanted a video game to be successful so he could make money for his family, which eventually actually ended up being successful, which good for him. I love FNaF for the original idea. Like, I've never seen any game like this before FNaF. The whole
It's
mechanic
kind
of
of weird that no one takes ideas from FNaF.
what do you mean take
like-
ideas?
Like, no one makes this kind of a storyline with other games.
I know.
Other games are like pretty much kind of easy storylines to follow.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Which
in here,
you would think that they would follow this since it's such like the outcome is amazing.
like the outcome is just like books have been made of FNaF, fan books even, but the major thing is the actual
Merchandise
merch has
happened.
been made. Stories about a movie being coming out.
Exactly.
More games have been coming out. Meanwhile, games like let's say I don't know, Mass Effect, they just put you straight into the situation. You know the story without having to dig deep. You don't even have to make theories, because the whole storyline for FNaF has been actually created through all the theories that
Yeah,
have
exactly.
been. So I'd say FNaF 1 was actually just kind of like a idea from Scott. He was just like, you know what, let's make this. I think people might
Yeah.
like it because horror games, indie games, etc. I think this is an indie game, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And
I feel like this one has a kind of a story with it, but then he didn't really intend on anyone really getting it or like going as deep into
Yeah.
searching for more.
Because, like, in here, we don't see the purple guy, do we? We don't see, like, any afternoon references. We don't.
at all.
Yeah, so when people started digging deeper into it, they were like, oh, you know what, maybe I should make, like, a story of this, out of this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just can't wait to see how big it's gonna get after FNaF VR, like Vanny and stuff, is going to happen now.
Yeah.
Like, we just started from this basic game up to the second game, which was still kind of like, oh, okay, it's just like a sequel for the game.
A prequel.
I know, but people at the time thought it was a
A
sequel.
sequel, but it's actually
There
a
was
prequel.
there was a debate later on if it's a sequel or a prequel,
It's a
and
prequel.
yeah. So then FNAF 3 came out, and at that stage, even my, like, the child version of me was like, huh, there's a story going on in here.
Yeah,
and I didn't
you would
understand
think
it.
There would be a story.
Like, I didn't understand what was going on when I was a child, because I'm genuinely so happy that I grew up with FNAF. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see all the, like, stuff going on. Like, I saw the joy of creation, which was great. This is basically, Joy of Creation is a great fan game, and it's actually one of the featured games of Five Nights at Freddy's in Game Jolt, meaning that it's a professionally made game, also a free roam, but it's actually a well-made free roam game. Like, obviously, I can't say it will be like a separate thing because it's so based on FNAF, but yeah, it's great seeing people actually enjoy stuff like that, and I'm so happy, as I said, that I grew up with that. Like, what was it? How old was I when this came out? I remember back in, like,
Oh, I don't
fourth
know.
class, third or fourth class, we were just sitting down and we were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 3 coming out, and I was like, oh, it literally came out. There's like a fourth game coming out.
Everyone's like, whoa!
Yeah, it was just so huge. And when the fourth game came out, that's when I copped on even more. I was like, you know what? I knew there was something wrong with the third game, but now that there's a fourth game coming out, I'm just like, there has to be something going on.
Definitely.
But the thing is, all of these games came out so fast together. Like,
They did, really. I'm really surprised how fast you could make these.
to be fair, at that point it was just him voice acting Scott.
I know.
So there wasn't necessarily that much work needed. Meanwhile, for FNAF VR, that took a little bit longer. I can't remember how much exact time it took. But yeah, there was voice acting, a lot of voice acting. It was a VR game, which, you know, VR games are actually quite fucking difficult to make. So. And Sis Location was actually the first one, I believe.
I really liked that one.
Yeah, Sis Location was just kind of a more different approach towards the FNAF franchise. It was just like we were basically taking a break from all this sitting in an office looking at cameras.
Yeah.
And there was voice acting.
I really liked voice acting in that.
I'm not sure at this game.
And yesterday you said you're a timeline theorist.
Yes, I'm a timeline theorist.
Yeah.
I don't believe that any of this could have been a dream.
I don't know. Like, if you look at Mashpat's video, he has so many different reasons why it could be a dream. But I don't feel that it's all a dream. Because how would a child make up murder?
No, see, some children are messed up like that, but
I know, but like, if this should be just an ordinary child, how would a child just make up some murder? like, really, if you really think about it, it does make sense that would all be a dream. Like, fine, bits and pieces of it can be dreams, but not the whole thing. Like, what I was saying, that the night shifts could be dreams. And then from the second game, we start getting mini games, and that's real life. Then the mini games start being like the real life.
Mm-hmm. Now here's a debate: who killed the phone guy? Was it Bonnie or was it Freddy?
I don't know.
Because
I
he
didn't look
did.
into that.
Because he did hear the actual
Jump scare.
the actual moan type of thing of Bonnie.
You did.
But at the same time, he heard the music from Freddy, meaning that he had to. Also, there was the banging on the door, which usually either Freddy or Foxy does. So,
Why?
what type of animatronic kills the phone guy?
See, I don't know.
Because all 5 actually, I believe,
All
attack.
5 of them could be there.
I genuinely can't wait for my birthday because, you know, the children's Child's Day type of present is coming to me the day after my birthday. So, the anniversary of XX Tentation's assassination. I can enjoy my manga reading Danganronpa while listening to X, and on my birthday, hopefully, I'm gonna get 3 or 5 FNaF books. The main part is for me to get the 3 books, but you know the 2, like the guide book and the activity book, are also
Activity
kind
book is really cool.
yeah. I've seen so much stuff from the activity book, and I'm just like, what?
If you look at Mashpad's video, he shows quite a lot.
I do remember that. That's how I found out about the activity book.
I'm talking a lot about Mashpad, but that's
Like MatPash and the actual 8-bit gaming crew, when the TG Thursday thing was going on with Darko and Shazbowski. If you guys know this, basically the whole gang was great at making theories. Obviously, there were some far-fetched theories about Sparky the dog and stuff like that. I won't let that go. Like that is a theory that I just won't let go. It's just so dumb.
Scott approved some of the theories, though. For
Yeah.
example, Mashpad's theory about the second video game. He said that was mostly true. There were some like bits that weren't exactly right, but it was mostly right.
But there's also so many fake accounts of Scott that
I know,
you just
yeah,
can't
I just
say.
don't know.
You just can't be for sure that this is the actual
This
Scott.
And he also pointed out that I think what happened was in the first game, Fox he has 2 toes. Second game he has 3 toes, and fourth game he has third game he has 4 toes. And I'm like, why did you count Foxy's toes?
That is actually an interesting thing. I didn't even notice that.
I don't know how he noticed that.
I think you just have to observe really
All
well.
of the animatronics have 2 toes though. If you see the poster there, you can see that Freddy and Chica obviously have 2 toes, so that probably means that Freddy has 2 toes. That probably means that Fox has 2 toes. God, Chica's annoying because she stays so long at the door.
She's a fucking power draining parasite.
She really wants to be made in chicken stew, doesn't she?
So, from all the games that we have seen so far, which one is your favorite one?
Sister Location.
Yeah, Sister Location was like a major one because that was like a change of pace.
That's really my favorite because like this sudden like change from sitting in an office to you moving from a room to the other room.
Yeah.
And then the ending is also interesting because there's no real good ending in it if you think about it.
See, the only thing pushing me away from FNaF Sister Location being my favorite one was the mini Gina minigame.
I didn't really look at the mini games at all. I just looked at.
No, I'm talking about the actual night of mini Ginas when you're stuck in the costume. That was the only thing that pushed me away from it because that was so difficult when I played it by myself. I even looked at tutorials and that almost helped me, but at the same time I still got lost and there was just no hope for me, so I just had to watch someone else finish it. So basically, I myself haven't experienced any endings for FNaF versus Location, but I've seen some on YouTube, so...
I also like he's a fan art, because you know, he's the best animatronic.
So, I'd say my favourite one was actually... I'm actually stuck between the VR game and the Fort game. Because the Fort game was actually another kind of big change in my opinion.
Yeah.
Change of settings, like you used to sit in offices and now all of a sudden you're just in a Zoom.
Yeah.
And that was actually the first game that I actually officially played.
Fourth game was also good.
Yeah, especially when it came to like closing the doors, you actually had to listen to the breathing instead of checking your cameras, just knowing the specific areas where the animatronics come in. Like, the plush trap minigame was horrible though. But the VR game, it's my favorite because it introduced you to glitch trap.
See, I haven't seen anyone play that one. The last one I've seen people play would be the Sister Location.
So you haven't even seen the pizza or Ultimate
Yeah,
Custom
that's
Night?
why I want to rewatch some people playing it from first one, just to refresh my memory on all the games again.
I'm just surprised that you, of all people, like FNaF.
Can a girl not like FNaF?
They can, but at the same time,
You only have 4%.
you're
Oh,
like
yes.
you're like the only you're my sister, and I know you.
Yeah.
Like you don't necessarily mess around with video games, so FNaF of all games to be the lucky one to be your favorite one is like.
It's cause the storyline, really. If it didn't have this good of a storyline, I wouldn't really be interested in it as much.
Yeah, makes sense.
I really like storylines in games.
Wait, we're on the city at night 5.
Yeah.
We should probably finish this video off here.